we're discussing Hottopia, an upcoming cozy online life sim that's been getting a lot of attention and for good reason. If you love games like Animal Crossing, Fields of Mystria, Disney Dreamlight Valley, then this game is definitely going to spark your interest. Heartopia is aiming to blend farming, decorating, cooking, dress up, and all other usual cozy game mechanics into an online fantasy world where you can play solo or with your friends. I had the pleasure to be a part of their first closed beta test, which was held between November 4th to November 19th. I did not explore everything that this game had to offer, but I wanted to make a video about my experience. Heartopia is scheduled to have a second closed beta test in December. Currently, the dates are unknown. The full release is scheduled sometime in 2026. Based on what's shown on the Apple App Store, the expected date is January 8th. The game will be coming to iOS, Android, Steam, and Windows. I highly recommend to sign up for their pre registration if you're interested. The link for that will be in my description box below. My name is Sin. I am a CGI and digital artist, and I make videos on games, handhelds, tech, art, and anime. If that sounds interesting to you, I would appreciate you subscribing and sharing my video as I have a goal to reach 1K subs by the end of the year. Moving forward, I originally tried a game on my AYN Tour, which is an Android gaming handheld. But the footage you're seeing today was recorded on my Windows tablet PC because the closed beta didn't have controller support. I'm really hoping they have full or at least partial controller support implemented by release because I'm not much of a keyboard and mouse girly, but I did it for this game. The very first thing I decided to do was to try out decorating. I placed the egg yolk rug, my wardrobe, and my mirror, and I instantly felt like, okay, this is cute. Then I tried the dyeing feature, and I'm not gonna lie, this mechanic stood out to me immediately. I ended up choosing pink to dye my furniture, and it honestly made everything feel so much more personal. It's such a small detail, but it goes a long way toward making your home feel unique to you. I love when cozy games give players this level of creativity. If decorating and customizing your space is your thing, Heartopia definitely lets you do that. Next, I jumped into character customization. I created my character off of camera, but I felt Heartopia had a good selection of skin colors. I would always prefer a color wheel when it comes to skin tones simply due to my correct shade of brown is rarely implemented in video games, but this swatch was close enough. Starting with hairstyles, I noticed a lot of the styles lean towards straight hair. They did include dreads, which is really appreciated, but I do want to see more ethnic and textured hairstyles in the future, especially for curly headed people. Right now, it's definitely lacking in that department, and I really hope that they would add more variety before release or at least over time. Now to the clothes. The outfits are super cute, and I believe the shop rotates every day, similar to Animal Crossing. So there's always something new to check out. I probably spent way too long in the clothing shop during my testing. I was in there every single day that I logged on, and even the night right when the beta was about to close, I was still in there dressing up my character. Moving on to the core gameplay mechanics, I opened the Developer Guild app. This app is tied to your leveling system, and as you level up, you will unlock better reward things like upgrading your house size and gaining the ability to drive. Speaking of driving, I love that this game implemented driving and you can choose from a scooter or car, and you could choose what type of color for those type of vehicles. This is something that is different. I haven't seen this done in any cozy games, If you have seen this done in a cozy game, I would love for you to comment that cozy game so that I can try that game out. But this is like a really cute little feature, and it's really relaxing for me to just drive around the landscape. Also, another app called Hobbies. This app also introduces you to the different hobbies you can explore throughout Heartopia. I tried to test as many as I could in the short time that I had. I started with farming. I didn't go super in depth, but I did plant tomatoes. It takes about 14 real time minutes for them to grow, which actually feels pretty reasonable for a cozy game. During this time, I did other tasks for villagers while I was waiting for my tomatoes to grow. And the farming mechanics is simple for new players. Then I moved on to fishing, which is always my favorite thing to do in cozy games. Heartopia's fishing is not difficult at all, nothing like Stardew Valley or Spiritfarer where it can get a bit intense. It's very chill and enjoyable, similar to Palia if you ever played Palia. I did run into a bug the first night I played where I would get stuck and had to exit the game entirely. But when I tried again the next day, the issue was already fixed. And honestly, during a closed beta, bugs like that are to be expected. For bug catching, I spoke to the NBC, but I didn't have enough time to actually try it. Most of my footage was recorded literally 1 hour before the beta closed, so I was trying to experience as much as possible before the time ran out. Bird watching was another hobby available. This is completely new for me. I haven't seen this done in a cozy game before. I didn't have time to test it, but I'm excited to revisit it when the full release comes out. And finally, cooking. I really like the idea of cooking in cozy games, but in Heartopia, I did feel a little underwhelmed. I would like to see something more in depth, maybe closer to Cozy Caravan, where you get to chop vegetables and prepare ingredients. The stirring mechanic was okay, but it didn't feel super exciting. And I didn't get to explore cooking as deeply as I wanted because the beta was about to close. If you played Heartopia during the closed beta, let me know if I'm missing a hobby in the comments. Overall, I'm super happy that Heartopia is coming out. It feels like a breath of fresh air in the cozy game genre. I like cozy games, but to me, they tend to get boring really fast. Even though this was just a closed beta, the potential here is huge. The world is cute, the card game systems are promising, and I'm excited to see everything polished and expanded. I'm wary on how monetization will be handled in this game. I personally tend to avoid free to play games. I find the monetization aspect in most of those games are predatory. But if it's done right, I will put in money. I'm really looking forward to trying it again in January when the full release happens, or at least when the next closed beta comes out in December. If you enjoyed this first look at the closed beta for Heartopia, let me know in the comments. Did you play the closed beta? If you did, what was your favorite hobby? If you want more cozy gaming content, handheld reviews, and all that other good stuff, feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K subs by the end of this year, and every bit of support means a lot. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.